Paarl Gulzai vir die interskole wedstryd tussen Paarl Gulzai en Paarl Gymnasium, die jaarlikse interskole, en hierdie jaar vind dit plaas by Gulzai. Dis 'n lieflike aand vanaand, 'n bietjie wind, 'n bietjie koud, maar dit sal maak vir 'n fantastiese wedstryd tussen twee baie kompeterende spanne. Ek is Tiaan Steyn en saam met my op die commentary is
Right, and that will be me, Elina Altingweers. Welcome to all you who have now tuned in to watch this very, very tense game waiting for us. As Tiaan said, it is really a lovely winter's evening without rain, but yes, it's quite windy. I think that the spectators will be warmed by the beautiful hockey they're going to see, so doubtful they will notice the cold. We are glad to be here. It's a beautiful evening and we're all definitely ready for a cracking match.
Ja, die spelers en al die personeel wat rondom hulle is, maak reg vir die voorstelling. Dit is Gulzai aan die linkerkant en Paarl Gymnasium aan die regterkant. Elena, ons sien uit vir 'n baie fantastiese game. Dit is 'n redelike tydjie vandat Gulzai voorheen gewen het.
Yes, no, it has been. Last year's score, if I remember correctly, was 2-0 to Gymnasium. It was a very tough game last year, but I'm pretty sure, you know, each year is different, regardless of who's playing. It is the team who wants it the most on this specific day. So we'll have to wait and see what is going to happen. Will we be able to turn the tables? Only time will tell.
Ek stem 100% saam met jou. Paarl Gymnasium wat onlangs terugkom, hulle die Cape Town International Hockey Festival gewen in 'n toernooi waarin Gulzai ook gespeel het, maar ek het vir Gulzai in verskeie wedstryde in daai toernooi gesien en hulle was 'n baie kompeterende span, goeie spannetjie gespeel, so hulle kan enigiets uittrek hierso in hierdie wedstryd. Twee ernstige beserings in die twee spanne vir die jaar. Saskia van Sail 'n besering gekry vroeg in die seisoen. Hierso begin hulle met die optogte, die skole van Paarl Gymnasium aan die regterkant, meneer Buitman.
And the principal of Paarl Girls High, Mrs. Van Sail, on your left-hand side as you're watching the screen. As usual, you will see, the people watching it on screen here will see that the tradition, a beautiful tradition, of the photos of each of the players being carried by, I suppose, either a very good friend or, as I can see on Girls High side, many of the grade 8s having that honour to do so. They're walking towards us then, and then they will line up. We will see the principals in the middle. The umpires are still standing in the dugout. I shall tell you a little bit about them as soon as we have time.
So aan die agterkant warm die umpires op.
Ja, you can see there.
Dis nou die tydperk wanneer die senuwees begin inskop.
Net gou vinnig om te sê van ons besering van Hoër Meisieskool Paarl, Heidi Snyman. If they show it, you'll see that she is unfortunately on crutches this particular game and will not be able to take part.
Ons het 'n volgepakte paviljoen hierso by Gulzai. Die netbal het vroeër afgespeel en almal in die hele Paarl sit vanaand hierso voor om hierdie hokkiewedstryd te kyk. Die grootste interskole ter wêreld. En jy kan net jouself indink hoe groot hierdie wedstryd vir almal in die Paarl is. Hierso stel hulle die spanne op die oomblik voor.
You can see that the supporters are applauding as each team member is presented to the
Stel hulle
crowd.
Botanica Malan voor. Elzai Fakie die Besani.
Okay, so big applause for Gymnasium's team, and there the balloons go into the air in the colours of Gymnasium. So we're going now to Girls High with Nicole Smith as captain, Lisa Tienersen, goalkeeper Katie Grain. Then we have Almay Jonker, also grade 12. We have Jana Nel, youngest player in the team. Mia Lowe. We have Bianca Kostijn, Kayla Redreyer. We have Vanya de Toy, also battling an injury. We've got Anneken Viljoen, Zanae Chapman, grade 12. We have Zaza Deering, Mia Basson, We have Franza Pretorius, also a matricle, and our injured Hayley Snyman. That is Mrs. Jackie Skippers as the coach of this team, and then Miss Andre Kiwi as manager.
En nou gaan die skoolhoofde die verskillende spanne ontmoet. Die twee kapteins, die kaptein aan die Paarl Gymnasium se kant, Lenay Geldenhuys, en die kaptein aan Girls se kant, Nicole Smith, saam met die twee skoolhoofde.
Right, and while they are doing this, I can quickly tell you a little bit about our umpires tonight. On the umpire 1, we have Andrea Nicholson. Last year, she umpired at the Hockey Africa Cup of Nations, and she's also only one of 27 umpires worldwide on the advancement panel. Robin Morgan, our second umpire, he is the manager of the 2018 SA Indoor Hockey Ladies, who will be touring to Zimbabwe in only a week's time. She is also the general manager of the Western Province Hockey Association.
Ja, Elena, twee umpires met baie ervare, en ons seker af van hulle sal hierdie wedstryd baie deeglik hanteer en natuurlik verskriklik goed beheer. En dan die afrigter van Paarl Gymnasium is meneer Skalk de Wet. Hy is ook 'n onderwyser by die hoërskool en dit is sy tweede jaar agtereenvolgens wat hy die eerste span meisies afrig. Skalk het natuurlik verlede jaar gewen en die mense by Paarl Gymnasium hoop hy kan dit weer vir hulle deurtrek. Baie deeglike afrigter en sy manager daar is Surindi en dan hulle fiksheid en koördineerder is Daniel van Sail.
Right, and on girls' side, Mrs. Jackie Skippers is the first year coach of the girls' team. Her manager is the Sekis coach, Andre Kiwi, and then we have Keenan Watson as our fitness and conditioning coach. Jackie Skippers is also a hockey player of note. She is part of the Western Senior Hockey team. In fact, she is the captain. She was also the Boland Under-18 assistant coach this year, and last year proud gold medal winners of the PHL Orange River Raptors. So yes, Deon, two very good coaches going head to head, but you know, they've done all they could. Now it's in the players' hands.
Dis waar, hierso is die twee spanlyste. Die girls kant, Nicole Smith, Lisa Tennyson, Katie Grein, Amai Jonker, Jana Nel, Mia Lou, SA onder 16 span hierdie jaar gemaak, Bianca Kirstein, Kayla Dreyer, Vanya de Toy, Aniken Viljoen onder 16 IPT span gemaak hierdie jaar vir Boland, Sanay Chapman, Alexandra During, Mia Basonne, 'n baie spoedvraat van 'n speler, Francia Pretorius, en Hayley Snyman ongelukkig beseer vandag, maar sy is 'n fantastiese speler en baie ongelukkig om uit te mis in hierdie wedstryd.
Right, thanks Dan for that very good introduction. Just waiting for gymnasium's team sheet to come on, and there it is. Johanna Rousseau en Bianca Haasbrug, soos ons weet, uitstekende hockeyspeler. Daniel Lambrecht,
Lenay Geldenhuys wat Boland onder 18A gespeel het hierdie jaar, Nadine Prinsloo, John Thomas onder 17 SA span gemaak hierdie jaar, baie talentvolle speler, Anay van der Merwe die jongste in die span, graad 9 meisie, Anke van Sail, Shanay van Sail, hulle is nie familie van mekaar nie, Nina Koiler, Karen Marie Kots is die doelwagter, en John Ray Botha het hierdie jaar al 150ste wedstryd vir Paarl Gymnasium gespeel, en dan Danica Malan.
Right, now that you've mentioned that, we have Nicole Smith, captain of the girls' high side, and you will not believe me, but she has now got 170 caps for the first team, which is pretty amazing. So yes, we have talented, well-capped players in our teams, both teams Jim and Paarl girls side, and then two grade 9s, one on each side. It is amazing to see how these girls show maturity enough to be chosen for the first teams.
Ongelooflik. Ek ken vir Jana Nel baie goed. Sy kom van my dorp af, Mamasbury. Sy het my nogal gevra voor die uitsending dat ek ietsie moet noem daarvan.
Shout out for Mamasbury.
Maar baie talentvolle speler, en dan Anay van der Merwe aan die Paarl Gymnasium kant, meisie wat 'n redelike atleet is, wat baie vinnig is, en ek dink as sy ouer geraak gaan sy 'n baie groot goalscorer raak, ekskuus.
It is interesting that you mention the athletic abilities of these children in both gym and in girls' high, that many of them participate in other sports. They are athletes in summer season, and when it is winter season, they must do hockey as well, want to do hockey. But nowadays, the seasons just flow into one another. It is all the time.
Dis korrek. Hier gaan Paarl Gymnasium met 'n tradisionele kreet gaan. Ons luister 'n bietjie daar.
Oh, there we go. That is, if that's not woken you up, then nothing will. Well, perhaps a goal or two, but that was pretty amazing. Is this a traditional thing for first teams, or do they have their own one every year?
Nee, dit is 'n tradisionele een vir die eerste span meisies en julle kan sien die passie wat daar uitkom en ek seker van hulle is baie op vir die wedstryd. Ek hoop almal daar buite kon gehoor het hoe dit gegaan het, want dit weer galm hierso tussen die berge van Paarl.
That is true. The echo here does make it sound a little bit louder than it actually is. There is the girls' high team hugging it out. That, of course, is Anneke Viljoen. Her number's already dangling from her back. The reason, if the viewers want to know why they're hugging her, is unfortunately she's leaving us for Bloemhof soon. So our loss is definitely their gain, but we know that she will play her heart out tonight.
Dis nie niks vir my, baie talentvolle speler. Wedstryd is amper besig om te begin. Dit lyk my dat Paarl Gulzai met die bal gaan begin en hulle speel van links na regs en Paarl Gymnasium van regs na links. Onder die ligte hierso by Paarl Gulzai. Ek hoop almal is reg. Dit gaan 'n riller van 'n wedstryd hierdie wees.
That is indeed true. I see we've got our drone visitors here. We have 25 minutes aside, and the umpires are ready, just checking to see if everything is right. And there's the whistle, and the first ball goes backwards, and we're playing it back in order to create a gap to go forward.
Ons aan die kan Viljoen op die linkerkant probeer die bal vorentoe speel. Kyla ry dreier. Beweeg dit binne toe. Die bal gaan in die sirkel. Karamari kotse los die bal.
That was very brave. That is a goalkeeper who knows her circle.
Ek moet vir jou sê, as 'n afrigter laat ek altyd my spelers weet, as hy bal na die doelwagter toe gaan, jy nie op hardloop, jy weet nooit wanneer hy ding die bal kan slat nie.
That is indeed true, especially if there's a rebound from the upright post. You see they're controlling the ball well, unfortunately interfering with the stick, so that will be a goal for the ball. Bianca Costain taking it quickly, but unfortunately not in the right spot. They're very strict, the umpires, about balls being taken. Yes, you can self-pass, but you had better make sure it is in the spot that it was allocated.
En hy van 'n Merwe wat ons vir Mia Lou sê, jy moet maar self die bal kom haal. Mia Lou aan die regterkant se kantlyn speel 'n 45 grade bal deur, opgetel daarso deur Mia Lou. Sy gaan aan die regterkant om, baseline run, en hulle gee 'n lang hoekie daarso. Dit kon baie naby 'n kort hoekie daar gewees het. Weer Mia Lou vat die bal vinnig, kry dit in die sirkel.
That is definitely dangerous, Tian.
Dis 'n ongelukkige lig en Paarl Gymnasium met die geleentheid om vir agteraf uit te speel. Vroeë druk wat opgesit word hierso deur Paarl Gulzai. En kom ons kyk wat kan Paarl Gymnasium doen. Ek glo hierdie wedstryd gaan gewen word tussen die span wat die beste kan press en die beste kan outlet van agteraf.
That is
baie
indeed
goeie
true.
druk opgesit daarso deur Mia Lou. Anke van Sail speel die bal in midveld in.
That
afgevat.
is stolen by Gulzai. Lisa Tennyson, she's a grade 11 player from Gulzai. This is actually her third year already playing in the first team. And she is, by the way, also the vice captain of the Gulzai team. Beautiful skill.
Getrek. Al sy Pisani aan die regterkant. Sy slaan die bal vorentoe. Paarl gaan op die aanval met Koula Botha wat die bal het. Mooi bal. Beheer daarso. Ongelukkige lig en Andre Thomas se been in en 'n vryslaan uit vir Paarl Gulzai.
Yeah, you can see the very tight marking, tight press that Gymnasium is putting up there. So it's very difficult to get out of your own danger zone. And that, like you said, Tom, that will be the difference.
Jana Nel op die terugaanval. Draai uit, die spasie uit. Mooi
That
bal
was-
verdedig daarso. Aniek en Viljoen weer.
Yeah, that will be a goalside ball. To take it quickly is sometimes perhaps not always the best option because there's not someone to pass it to. So well weighted, but unfortunately she just could not pick up that ball. Right, we'll see what Gymnasium can do here from the back. Yet again, we have Girls Highs pressing rather high up there, forcing Gymnasium but she has to take the sideline ball anyway. So they might trough, even though Mia Basson is waiting like a little vulture, trying to poach. So it will be dangerous. They decide not to. Wise decision.
Hier eens Goalsay wat het afvat, also die druk van Goalsay wys op die oomblik. Bal op die linkerkant kantlyn. Goed verdedig. Bal gaan in die sirkel in. Mooi verdedig weer eens daar deur Nina Kuller.
Yeah, very good skills there for getting that ball out of the air.
Shanae van Sail, 'n baie talentvolle speler aan die regterkant en kan homself deur baie klein spaces kry en baie vlugtig. Dit lyk asof Goalsay met 3 agterspeel met wat hulle noem in Engels 'n inverted arrowhead. Mia Basson wat die druk opsit aan die regterkant en as Paarl Gymnasium die bal hier van agteraf kan deurkry, het hulle definitief 'n overload. Ongelukkig die bal deur die middel gespeel.
Yes, that is Zane Chapman who managed to read the game well enough to go into that space. Still going with the ball, but good pressure there, still continuing to play. And then it is a Goalsay free hit just outside the circle. Quickly taken. Unfortunately, she just could not get her foot up in the area quickly enough. It's Mia low
Bal
to
in die
Mia
regterkant.
Basson.
Mia Basson wat inwerk in die sirkel in, goed verdedig deur Anke van Sail. Die bal gaan uit. Dit lyk asof dit weer 'n lang gaan wees. Ek moet vir jou sê die druk van Goalsay op die oomblik is baie hard en hulle wen die bal hoog op die veld op wat vir hulle geleentheid gee om vinnig op die terugaanval te kom. Mia Basson uitbeweeg daarna en die kan verleen toe afgevat deur Anay van der Merwe. Al sy Pesani probeer die bal inhou daar soos hy doen met een hand. Fantastiese hardtegniek en draadtegniek. Paarl Gymnasium op die aanval. Kry die bal in die sirkel. Anay van der Merwe. En dit is net uit. Is 'n kort hoekie vir die agterkant van die stok van Goalsay. Hier's 'n groot geleentheid vir Paarl Gymnasium. Die eerste keer wat hulle regtig uit die agterkant van uit hulle kom en 'n baie blitsige terugaanval van Paarl Gymnasium. Hulle het 'n paar baie vinnige spelers en ek wonder of dit dalk hulle gameplan is om miskien dalk net 'n bietjie terug te sit, druk te absorbeer en hulle te slaan op die terugaanval.
That is true, you know, you do not have to be in this circle all the time to score, you must just use your chances. And this is really Paarl Gymnasium's first chance. Let's see whether they can use it or whether Goalsay's defence will be up to the task of keeping the ball out.
Ek verwag 'n reguitskoot hierso van Shanae van Sail wat staan op die bokant van die
I think the commentator is going to have a little bit. It's a slip pass to the left. No, Tian, you are
Shanae
right.
van Sail!
You were right.
Vroeg in die wedstryd.
It just shows you, right? If you have a chance and you use it, you need nothing more.
Ons het eintlik vroeër in die onder 14 wedstryd gesê hoe Paarl Gymnasium se meisies seker 9 kortetjies kry, nie een strydpout gehad nie. Daar's 'n rede hoekom hulle dit in nommer 1 shot corner noem, dis omdat hy altyd werk. Wel gedaan Shanae van Sail. 1-0 Paarl Gymnasium vroeg in hierdie wedstryd. Nou moet Goalsay weer terugkom. Jean-Marie Thomas.
That is definitely going to be a warning. That was a severe tackle. She already knows that she was wrong. She is running for that chair. The moment she sits down, her time will start. So the quicker you get there, the quicker your time will run down. That's normally a 2-minute penalty for a green card.
Groen kaart daar van Mia Basson vir dit nie 'n baie goeie tackle was nie. En Paarl Gymnasium weer terug op die aanval of hulle het een speler meer. En hulle ons kyk of hulle dalk 'n 2-0 kan maak vroeg in hierdie wedstryd. Lenay Geldenhuys, kaptein van Paarl Gymnasium, los dit uit. Bianca Haasbroek, Jean-Marie Thomas in baie spasie aan hierdie linkerkant. Wat kan sy doen? Sy het fantastiese hande. Great spin. Kry die shot on target. Dit kan ook 'n kort hoekie wees.
No, I think that was fine. That was a good kick by the goalkeeper. Even though it was lifted, it was different. Let's have a quick review. As Tian has said, that was a straight shot in the left-hand corner.
Fantasties hou van deur Shanae van Sail. So is Jean-Marie Thomas. Sy back in daarso. Dit kan. Is dit 'n kans? Wat gaan nou aan? Dis 'n goal!
That was rather scrappy, but a person will take it. The two umpires are coming together just to have a quick discussion to see whether there was perhaps anything untoward happening in the circle.
Dit kan interessant raak. Ek wonder of hulle terug gaan. Nee, dit is 'n doel. Sandra Botha matriek hierdie jaar wat dit 2-0 maak vir Paarl Gymnasium vroeg in hierdie wedstryd.
Let's see whether we can see where the goal was. No, it was definitely, it was clear. It was a hook stick, but the goal was already in, so there was nothing to query on that.
'n Ongelooflike begin vir Paarl Gymnasium na hulle bietjie druk absorbeer het in die eerste 5 minute van die wedstryd. Maar is 2-0 vroeg in hierdie wedstryd en ek wonder of Goldsai kan terugkom in hierdie wedstryd. Dit is 'n groot knou wat hulle het en 'n lang pad om terug te kom. Maar ons het al baie snaakse goeters in hokkie en in sport oor die algemeen gesien.
Yeah, Dion, that is indeed true. Well, there we go. Mia Low back onto the field. I'm fairly certain she will not attempt a back tackle like that again. Let's hope. The ball stolen off there. It is a gymnasium ball, and she runs, allowing the player not to retreat 5. Therefore, she will get the free hit.
Shanae van Sail wat die vryslag nog gevat, die right back van Paarl Gymnasium, Bianca Haasbroek. Die bal speler blindsyd na Anke van Sail. Baie geduld wat gewys word hier so deur Paarl Gymnasium. Bal wat in die middel deurgespeel word na Mia toe. Sit Jana Lisa Tennyson wat 'n bal daar so in die sirkel sit. Dit kan dalk 'n kort hoekie wees.
Yeah, that is a good stop, but not cleared. She takes the ball and shows great composure to run it out. Unfortunately, only up to 25. Ball gets hit straight in, but stopped dead.
So gaan Paarl Gymnasium weer terug aanval.
As you can see, the connection passes are working for gymnasium rather than Girls House passes which is going astray. That was very well tackled there. And the ball is released, backstick, and it is out. It will be gymnasium ball.
Klein Lisa Tennyson wat 2 balle daar so in die sirkel gekry het, op die geleentheid gebied het. Hierdie wedstryd is nog ver verby af. Ons het nog 15 minute van hierdie eerste helfte. As Goldsai die volgende doel aanteken, gaan ons met 'n interessante wedstryd hierso. Het baie mooi diagonale bal daarso van Shanae van Sail wat ongelukkig nie opgetel kon word deur Chandra Thomas nie, en Goldsai die bal via aan die regterkant se kant lê om te kyk of hulle die bal vorentoe kan kry.
That is Bianca Costain taking the ball, trying to connect with Mia Low, but stolen here by number 9 of gymnasium.
En Koiler op die bal. Verdedig die bal goed met haar lyf. Bal binnekant toe vir Chandra Thomas. Chandra Botha, ekskuus. Alzai Tupesani.
That is a really good tackle by Omar.
Wat bekend as Pikkie. Ongelukkig afgevat weer deur Nina Koiler. Kry die bal in die sirkel. Mooi opgetel deur Andre Botha, maar ek dink daarso is die agterkant van die stok gewees.
It was most likely, unfortunately, but yes, very well picked up. You can see the very, very tight press by gymnasium, forcing Girls High to give passes that they might not under normal circumstances
Bal
try.
uit aan die regterkant en Daniel Ambrecht ongelukkig kan aan die bal nie inhou nie.
Okay, there's Alma Jonker trying to look for a runner, somebody to connect the pass with, and this sides. Let's go for the overhead. It's worked. She controls the ball well, but then stolen by gymnasium again.
Van Naira sou wat die bal ingee. Jana Nel wat die bal afvat, probeer die bal versprei na die regterkant toe. Mia Lou op die bal.
To Mia
Rol
Bason.
dit reg uit. Mia Bason. Sy wys wat sy spoed sy het. Trek die bal terug. Maar dit voel vir my Paarl Gymnasium verdedig in nommers op die oomblik. Daar's konstant as hulle die bal hoog op die veld kry. Goldsai 2 Paarl Gymnasium mense bo op hulle.
Yeah, they are really putting the pressure onto Girls High strikers, unable to get through. It's almost as if they are double tackling, but in a safe way.
En so gaan ons weer deur die middel. Lisa Tennyson. 45 grade bal daar so in die kenne. Shanae van Sail wat baie geduld wys agter en wen 'n vryslaan op die kantlyn. Ek voel vir my dat die Paarl Gymnasium meisies net 'n bietjie meer geduld op die bal wys op die oomblik en hulle passes connect. So hy het self probeer al van agteraf uitdribbel. Ek dink die bal is ongelukkig net daar uit van Aniek en Viljoen af. En ons kyk of Goldside vir Paarl Gymnasium in die hoekie kan indruk.
Oh, it is actually a Goldside ball. So Anniken Viljoen playing it quickly into the gap, but Gymnasium reading it well. There we go, picking the ball up. As you said, Jan, just look at the numbers of Gymnasium. Working back, working hard, defending well, and protecting that goal, that area, as if it has gold in it.
Paula Botha wat 'n vryslag wen net buitekant die 25 meter kwart. As ons doel aangeteken deur die eerste doel is aangeteken deur sy self daar so John Thomas aan die linkerkant se kantlyn. Die probeer magic aan wys en ek dink sy het nog 'n kortjie daar gewen. Ongelooflike hande deur.
That is queried, but I doubt that the umpire is going to overturn that decision. The question now, Tian, is, are they going to go for the straight shot being 2-0 up, or are they going to try something new?
Ek dink jy gaan weer met die
You stick to what works.
Ek dink jy doen dit. Dit het die vorige keer baie goed gewerk en ongelukkig dit werk maar net so as jy die bal vinnig genoeg uitstoot en jy het genoeg tyd vir jou speler in die bokant van die sirkel om hou weg te kry en is akkuraat, dan werk dit elke keer.
Yes, but hopefully Goldside will be wise to it and just stay there and put that stick down. Let's see if you were right.
Vroeg uitgebreek daarso. En ek is nie seker wat die skeieregter daar besluit het. Ek het 'n gevoel sy het dalk 2 keer die bal geraak. Toe sy uitgestoot het.
That could be the only thing that I can think of.
Johanna Rousseau die bal wen 'n vryslag, 'n harde vletjie daar van die skeieregter. Net 'n waarskuwing om te sê as jy dit weer doen, gaan ek 'n kort hoek gee in daai situasie.
Yes, and of course, it doesn't matter then which player infringes, the next player who does that will be penalised.
Ja, Kaasbroek wat die bal daar weer deurspeel. Weer ingespeel is 'n lang hoekie, Paarl Gymnasium.
They're really applying up the pressure now. They're 2-0 up. They can afford to be a little bit more relaxed, not too much, but they can play with slightly more freedom and not have to stress. Stress does strange things to decision making. As you can see, the goalkeeper just watching that ball go out. There is no one inside, so that was a safe thing to do.
Goldside wat die druk af van hulle afval. Hulle het nou geleentheid 'n bietjie hoog op te press, maar bal word uitgespeel na John Thomas toe. Sy is regtig magic aan om haarself uit klein spasies te kry. Rol die bal links uit, baie mooi pas deur Pikkie. En die bal gaan ongelukkig al uitgaan vir 16 aan Goldside. Dit voel vir my regtig waar of die Paarl Gymnasium net hulle passes connect met mekaar en hulle beweging van die bal af is baie akkuraat en in goeie areas in en hulle sien mekaar raak. En Goldside, as hulle wil terugkom in die game, sal hulle dit ook moet doen.
They are definitely going to work on their passes. You know, you can put a ball into a gap, but then you have to have a player running for it. And currently, Gymnasium is picking up the 50-50 ball.
Dit is 100% korrek. Bianca Christine hier aan die regterkant.
She is trying hard to find Mia Low, unfortunately. It's just a quick touch of a ball. It will be a Paarl Goldside ball from the sideline. It does allow, however, Gymnasium's defence to set up. You can see a shot there of the spectators. They were back on the field, seeing the very, very tight press that Gymnasium has set up. There is a ball straight into the captain's hands, and that is what pressure does. She steals the ball. She definitely has now corrected her mistake by getting that ball and passing it out to her own player, but unfortunately it's gone out, and it will be Paarl Gymnasium's ball.
Al was 'n kans vir Paarl Gymnasium om 'n terugaanval te gee en hy geld en hy het ongelukkig die bal weggegee en toe vir Paarl Goldside en ook die bal weggegee.
So you know what, one has to protect one's ball. You cannot, in a game of this level, just throw balls away. If you're 2-0 up or 2-0 down, there's one ball on the Astro. You have the ball, protect the ball.
So Make
the ball work.
'n baie mooi regstreek. Die bal breek. Voordeel wat gespeel word daardeur die skeieregters ongelukkig wat hulle dit kan gebruik. Daar is die afrigter Skalk De Wet en sy assistent afrigter Ian nou die Bianca Haasbroek op 5, mooi opgetel deur Nina Koeler. Sy druk rondom haar, baie geduld om die bal weer terug te speel, Janay van Sail. Rechts.
Yeah, that was França Pretorius just putting a stick in there, breaking the game down, allowing goals side defense to set up again. It's not pretty, but sometimes it is effective.
Nadine Prinsloo op die bal. Speel dit in veld. Na Daniel.
That is Nicole Smith.
Danica Malan, excuse.
Managing to steal the ball and to release it into a gap. Picked up by Lisa Tennyson. She's looking for a support runner, looking for a connection pass. There is Anniken Fullion picking it up with only one hand. Sometimes you know that works, and sometimes one just has to use two hands in order to control it. That is França Pretorius. There we see Mr. Skippers shouting, standing, hoping that her team will get a goal to get that deficit down to 1-2 at least before half-time. That is the captain, Nicole Smith, picking up, beautiful ball to Mia Low, passing it to Mia Basson, but I think the speed of the Astros was just such that even if you're one of the fastest runners, you will not get there.
That's correct. Nadine Prinsloo wat die bal hier gaan vat op die 16.
They're trying to set up that press, trying to put some pressure on Gymnasium. Gymnasium just calmly plays it back. And she looks up, sees whether there is a connecting pass for her. Unfortunately, straight into the hands of the waiting Mia Low, running strongly. And the ball will be out for a long corner for goals.
Ons het 5 minute oor van hierdie eerste helfte. Kan Paarl Gulzai terugkom in hierdie wedstryd. Mia Basson wat die bal inkry en dit is net verby die regterkantste paal. En Paarl Gymnasium weet weer eens die bal kan uitspeel van agteraf. Ek dink Gulzai moet regtig probeer 'n bietjie hoër drukkie so hulle doen. Hulle kry dit af. Dis Mia Basson wat binne toe trek, buite toe trek, weer binne toe trek. Kan sy 'n kortetjie wen of 'n kans gee? En ek dink dit het 'n voet geraak van Mia Lou daar. Baie mooi gedoen.
Yes, but that was very good pressure.
Dat bal gaan nou kan sy dit vinnig vat. Nina Koeler wat die spel al mooi afbreek.
Yeah, we can see
onder druk. Wat die druk
definitely they want this now. I don't think that was 5. That was a tight goal.
Daar is ook debatteerbaar.
But you know what? It works. If it works, it works. And now we've got Bianca Costain connecting with Mia Low. Unfortunately, only as far as the Gymnasium player. She takes the ball, beautiful and low. Like you said, tight space, open space. She's got beautiful hands.
Sandri Thomas, ongelooflike goeie tegniek op haar dra manier. Soos hy weer op die bal leer dit uit na Danica Malan toe. Sy het nog steeds die bal, druk wat van die Lise Tennyson opgesit word daar. Hanay van der Merwe vat te hou. Dit is
and then cleared by Katie Grain, the goalkeeper. It was interesting that they just allowed her. They allowed her the space. She could run, she could take a straight shot. It is not something one sees very often.
Dit was nogal baie maklik. Johanna Rousseau op die regterkant se kantlyn wen 'n kortjie. Fantastiese direkte spel van Johanna Rousseau en met baie spoed. En Paarl Gymnasium, ek het 'n gevoel as hulle dit 3-0 hier sou maak, mag gestalk die einde van hierdie wedstryd sien.
Yes, but like you've said, stranger things have happened. We've seen in the recent Soccer World Cup. We've seen in all kinds of sports that you never say die until the final whistle goes.
Dis korrek. Het sal interessant wees wat Paarl Gymnasium hier doen. Ek het 'n gevoel as ek hulle setup so sien, dit mag dalk wat ons noem zigzag wees, regs uit en dan weer terug. Of sal ons weer die reguit hou sien?
We're waiting patiently for the ball to come. Let's see whether Tian was right. It is indeed a slip pass. Is it going to be back there? That is rather dangerous. Lifted as a full shot there from the short corner. So well defended by Gulzai, but let off by a bit of a lifted shot. Let's see here. We have Bianca Costain on the ball. What can she do? Passing it back there and looking up to see where is someone that I can pass the ball to. There was no one in that gap, so that was not deemed dangerous. This is Anniken Fullion getting a pass through to Jana Nel, youngest player in the Gulzai team. That will be a Gulzai ball on the inside because of the foot.
Interessant, Jana Nel wat hier op die bal is, sy sister is op die oomblik in Amerika besig om deel te neem aan die CrossFit Games. Baie interessant en baie sterk dan hulle ook daarso wat die Pretoria CrossFit span verteenwoordig daar en natuurlik Suid-Afrika. Nadien Prinsloo op die bal, hulle probeer uitrol. Elzai Tupesani wat die bal op die alleen linkerkantslyn, sy trek terug. Probeer 'n tyd speel. En dit voel vir my goals uit begin en stadig maar seker hierdie 50-50 balle bietjie meer wen.
Yes, now I agree with you. Picking up those 50-50 balls more, but they're going to have to work much harder and rather play supporting hockey, connecting passes, maybe shorter passes even, just to get that rhythm flowing again, because the game's very broken up at the moment.
That is correct.
Now we see here from AJ Spiringhoek saying that it's great to be watching some live schools hockey, and we are grateful for School Sports Live for bringing this game of hockey that we all love to people out there who cannot be here, people who are perhaps in other countries even, old girls, old boys. Thank you, School Sports Live, for this opportunity.
Christopher Willow is 100% korrek. Dit is 'n goeie begin tot hierdie eerste helfte gewees. Ons hoop net so opwindende tweede helfte te hê. Maar kan ons nog so miskien nog 'n bietjie aksie sien vir 'n minuut in hierdie eerste helfte. Sy van Sail op die bal. So ligte papasie daar by die kantlyn af. Hy van 'n Merwe wys haar spoed daar by die regterkantlyn af. Van Neermeisie. Sy's nog steeds op die bal. Kry die bal na Jonay Rousseau toe. Sy kry die bal in die sirkel, maar goed verdedig deur Golza en hulle stoot die bal uit.
Only so far as the waiting gymnasium player hitting it straight in, but well picked up by Golza. We are still fighting for the ball. Gymnasium is victorious with it. They only have about 30 seconds in which to get out of the danger zone for Golza. That is Gymnasium getting those 50-50 balls.
Daarna Nel wat die bal daar so reg uitkry na Niabasonti. En ek dink dit sal goed wees vir Golza om dalk net hierdie laaste 20 sekondes, 18 sekondes uit te sien met die druk wat hulle nou net absorbeer het. Om weer net met die tonneltjie te kom.
Yes, just to slow down, get the free hit out, go into halftime and sort out what needs to be sorted out.
Dis korrek. En dit behoort halftyd te wees. Daar's hy, daar gaan die hoete vir halftyd.
Half-time, Paarl Gymnasium 2-0 up. We started off with a big bang, Girls High putting pressure on Gymnasium absorbing, like you said, that pressure, waiting patiently. They're definitely playing the patient game, using their speed and their opportunities.
Dis korrek. Paarl Gymnasium wat stadig in hierdie wedstryd ingegroei het en hulle kans gebruik het. Dit is maar eintlik wat plaasgevind het. Girls High wat 'n paar balle in die sirkel gekry het wat kans kon gekry het, maar hulle het nie. En Paarl Gymnasium wat in hierdie helfte 2-0 voorgaan en groot kans vir hulle om weer interskole te wen hierdie jaar.
Yes, that is going to be really hard, especially at this level hockey, to lift yourself up, to come back and to try and get 2 goals just to even it out.
Goals sal definitief in die tweede helfte, vroeg in die tweede helfte doel moet aanteken, maar hierdie wedstryd is nog ver van by. Ek persoonlik voel Goals hy kan miskien ook net 'n bietjie meer hoër druk.
No, I agree with you.
De halftyd is net 5 minute in 'n 25 minute helfte wedstryd. Dink jy Goals sal kan terugkom?
Look, I believe firmly any team can come back from a 2-0 deficit. All you need to do is play good hockey. Do not panic. Keep the ball away from your opposition. Go into the circle and score. That's easier said than done. I wish I could tell you I believe that they can do it. Whether they believe in themselves, that is where the question lies.
Maar hierso is die doele wat aangeteken is. Shanay van Sail wat die eerste doel aanteken. 'n Verskriklike goeie hou aan die linkerkantste onderste hoekie wat Paarl Gymnasium 1-0 voorgesit het. Dis 'n beter view van die angle en die placement was absoluut perfect.
No, it was incredible. Here we see, this is the second goal. It was a bit of a scrappy one, but a goal nonetheless, and they will take it. As you can see, there was a touch on the ball. She scored. That was the moment that the umpires just came together just to decide, because they know this is very important for both schools. Was it a goal or wasn't it? So it's great to see the umpires taking the time.
Doel aangeteken daar, die blydskap in die Paarl Gymnasium gesigte. En Koula wat nou 'n matriekjaar daar 'n lieflike doel aanteken om 'n 2-0 te maak. Dis die afrigters van Paarl Gymnasium wat 'n paar taktiese goeders deurgee aan hulle. Ja, nou die wat also help sy assistent afrigter van Skalk de Wet.
Right, and then girls are telling, most likely the coach telling them, let us play our game, do what you were coached to do. If everybody does their job, then the team can score. But it feels to me that they were slightly panicky as soon as that first goal was scored, and they were not keeping to their channels, and perhaps also, like you rightly said, playing a bit more in a defensive game and not pushing up, because you're not going to score if you're playing defensively.
Dis korrek. Ek dink in die tweede helfte goals hy gaan bietjie hoër druk. Hulle het in die eerste 5 minute dit baie mooi gedoen en baie hoog op die veld gewen. Ek voel veral in die eerste helfte Paarl Gymnasium 'n klein bietjie druk op gekry het hulle die bal by die middel probeer afslaan om balle by die voorspelers uit te kry. Dis waar op 'n goals uit die bal afgevat het en terugaanvalle kon begin het. En dit voel vir my hulle het net bietjie meer teruggesit soos die helfte aangegaan het. Maar ek verwag hulle gaan hierdie tweede helfte baie vinnig begin, baie hoog opdruk en die balle baie hoog op die veld probeer wen en van daar af kansse probeer gee. Daarso is die oud goals van Paarl Gymnasium, 2 oud goals van verlede jaar. Dit was op uit.
Right, okay, this is now Francel telling her teammate, come on girls, we can do this. There we show you some of the spectators again. Some of them perhaps not so interested in the hockey, but rather in the vibe.
Ek wonder of sy uiteindelik daai 5-0 gaan wees. Ek is seker.
It could possibly be, yes. We can see instructions still flying across the field. This is important to both teams. Even if you are 2-0 up, you can never stop. You are fighting. You want to. Gymnasium would dearly love another goal. Girls, I would love to equalise. So let's see. This is the start of the second half. Time is running, and we will see what is going to happen. Gymnasium already getting there. Lisa Tennyson always fighting for a ball, never stopping, connecting well with Mia Low, running one-handed, trying to get a pass going, but there is nothing happening for her there. That is Gymnasium stealing the ball, playing it back, releasing it, creating space.
Baie goeie hokkie deur Paarl Gymnasium in klein areas om hulle self uit te kry. Goals zijn definitief hoër druk hier so Andre Thomas en sy kry 'n voet daarso wat haarself uit 'n moeilike omstandighede gekry het daarso pa. Weer eens fantasties aan. Andre Thomas ongelooflike wedstryd sover. Nina Koiler beweeg die bal uit daar as jy van Sail in die regterkant se kantlyn. Sy probeer ontslaa raak van haar, maar ongelukkig gaan die bal uit.
Right, yes, to some of our viewers perhaps not familiar with hockey, you would have seen that they played the ball back. That is a way that they try to switch sides and to change direction. The girls are also doing the same. It is not as if they do not know what they're doing, they just change direction, opening up space, very much like they do in soccer.
Die bal gaan uit daarso op die linkerkant kantlyn in Paarl Gymnasium se helfte, so hulle sal moet probeer uitspeel vir agteraf. Ek is seker daarvan goals gaan lekker hoog druk. Dit lyk of hulle 3 hoog gaan, amper 4 hoog gaan op die oomblik. Baie interessante druk wat hulle hier opsit.
The press looks to me like a bit of an inverted one. No, they're changing it now. Changing there to the normal one. Gymnasium not at all bothered by it, playing it back, looking up, keeping the ball, protecting it, passing it, but unfortunately straight into the hands of the goalsline.
En Aquila wat 'n baie gevaarlike bal terugspeel daarso in klomp goalsy, stokke vas. Mia Basson op die bal, probeer rol, doen baie goed daarso. Andre Thomas wat weer eens op die bal gaan. 'n Baie gevaarlike bal deur Andre Thomas. Kans! En goed gekeer deur Karen met die kotse. Al sy die Pesane op die bal, probeer die bal ontslaa raak en weer eens goals wat vroeg in die tweede helfte druk opsit. Dit kan baie interessant raak. Lenay Geldenhuys.
Okay, now they have to work back.
Probeer die bal daar deurstuur na Danica Malan toe. Ongelukkig net nie akkuraat genoeg nie.
That is Alma Jonker deciding that, look, I do not have anyone to pass, so I'll just pass it into a foot, get the free hit, and overhit the ball into space. Only as far as the Gymnasium player, controlling it well, you do know that overhits are allowed in hockey as long as it's deemed not dangerous.
Lenay Geldenhuys, ook 'n baie goeie atleet. Probeer die bal in die regterkant kant opspeel. Nicole Smit wat die bal ontvang daarso en is ons Mia Basson. Ja, it's Mia Low, excuse.
Yes, we can just say Mia. Mia on the sideline and Mia Low pretty much in the middle and side and everywhere.
Nina Koiler.
What's Alexander doing? Trying to just channel, just to put some pressure on, break down the game, allow the girls' high defense and the press to set up. But Gymnasium just can't. Slowly playing it backwards, switching direction of play, forcing girls' high defense to run really hard.
Bianca Asbroek wat die bal bietjie onder druk ontvang het daar sommer goed gedoen om daar net 'n bietjie druk te hanteer en stop te kry dat die bal uitbeweeg. Nadien Prinsloo op die bal by die linkerkant kantlyn. Ontvang deur Mialou.
Mialou is pretty prominent in the game at the moment. I think she's really trying to get the ball through to her striker links. You can see Franca de Toy is now trying to get the ball up. She does not really have anyone for a pass. She's keeping the ball and winning the free hit for her team.
Alzai, die persoon met 'n vryslaan af weer 'n harde blaas daar deur die skeieregter, so hulle moet maar versigtig wees in daai 22 meter vir 23 meter area om nie lelike bal hê. Bal wat ingekry word deur Golzai. En dit is 'n klomp stokke daar. John Thomas wat die bal uitkry daarso na Daniel Lambrecht wat probeer druk afvat deur die bal hoog op die veld te kry. Sy verdedig maar baie mooi met haar liggaam daarso. En die bal wat uitgespeel word agterom deur Golzai. Alzai die Pisani wat
almost
swak en vang daarso.
Quite controlling the ball in front of the Toys, just waiting for that as an opportunity, but unfortunately the speed of the ball of the stick was just too much for her to control.
Golzai wat weer eens baie druk op sit in hierdie vroeg in hierdie tweede helfte. Kan hulle dit volhou? Dit gaan energie tap van al twee spanne.
Indeed.
So dit is.
As we can see, sometimes you have nothing to do, you just bang the ball out and hope for the best.
Correct, Almay Jonker wat die bal uitspeel daarso. Nicole Smit, mooi opgetel deur Lise Tennyson. Bal bietjie in niemandsland daarso, was skoon gemaak deur Bianca Kerstyn.
Yes, Zana Chapman connecting to Mia Lowe. Mia Lowe passing the ball down the line. Yet again, Mia Basson really fast, but even she will not be able to get that ball and control it.
Baie meer geduld op die bal van Golzai in hierdie tweede helfte. Dit is goed om te sien om 'n wedstryd van hierdie ding te maak. En hulle druk ook verskriklik hoor. Dit lyk na baie meer man-to-man situasie. Val agter. En hulle druk hulle in Gim se linkerkant stoeltjie in. Maar Gim baie geduld in klein areas. En as jy een persoon in 'n klein area back om uit te kom is dit John Thomas en sy team weer eens. Fantasties. En nou is 'n kans om die bal oor te speel na die ander kant toe. Nina Koiler op die bal. Probeer die bal uitkry na Shot van Ivan Sail toe. Sy doen fantasties om die bal in te hou daarso. Draai uit. Terug na Elsay Pisani. Weer om. Baie goeie hokkie op die
Very patient hockey by Gymnasium. Very patient, not at all under any pressure. Playing beautiful passes.
Nadien Prinsloo weer op die bal.
Beautiful ball control, picking up that soft touch. That is Gymnasium's ball. She's looking for somebody to connect with.
Die Pisani met die bal. Kan sy in die sirkel in beweeg. Sy draai terug. Kry die bal ingeslaan. En ongelukkige voet getref daar van Golzai en 'n vryslaan vir Paarl Gymnasium op die sirkel rand. Bianca Asbroek ook 'n matriekleerder van Paarl Gymnasium.
Yeah, as we can see that the umpire is being very particular in exactly where the ball is taken, especially with the rule where you have to either dribble or pass 5. Defenders may of course be closer than 5 in the circle, but they may not go up and attack.
Shanae van Sail op die regterkant. Trek die bal regs. Gebruik goeie hande. En 'n goeie tackle also deur Kayla Ryder.
Yes, Kayla Ryder putting some pressure. She's a striker, but coming up and doing the job for her team, covering that channel in defence. That is Nicole Smith, looking for options. Where can she go to? She finds a connecting player on the opposite side of the field, passes the ball, still controlling it, a back flick, but not finding her teammate. Unfortunately, Gymnasium. Fortunately, Gymnasium takes it. Unfortunate for Golzai, not finding that connecting pass. That was a clearance shot that didn't quite go to plan. Here's Kayla Ryder, waiting for the ball, passing it to the open player in the circle, and then the ball will roll out for a 16. Yes, Tian, I agree. Golzai has come out with a plan. Listen, girls, let's attack. We're 2-0 down. defending is not going to help us that much.
'n baie cheeky skill agter deur Kyler Dreyer met 'n lekker squeeze wat oor die stok gegaan het van die Paarl Gimnasium verdediger en 'n kans opgeset het daarso vir hulle om te doen, maar Gulzai baie meer druk in hierdie tweede helfte, in die eerste 8 minute van hierdie tweede helfte.
And that's what we want to see. We want to see positive play. We want to see both teams working hard, getting that ball up, which they are doing. So yes, even though it is a 2-0 score, this is still an entertaining game. Hayley Snyman, number 15, of course, is not the play that they're currently showing. She is on crutches, standing in the dugout. On screen we have Kayla Radreya. She is number 15.
Dit is Anay van der Merwe, ons graad 9 spelertjie van Paarl Gimnasium daar. Baie goed gedoen om die bal daarso in 'n klein area te bou. Chandri Thomas het die bal vinnig probeer vat. Sy beweeg in die sirkel in. En ek dink hulle het al geblaas vir obstruksie daarso. Haar gedraai die speler het teruggewerk in die speler in. Sy gebruik daai skill baie, maar amper op so op die borderline van wettig en onwettig, en sy kom baie keer weg daarmee en sy het definitief weggekom meer in die tweede doel wat Paarl Gimnasium aangeteken het, en dis maar tot interpretasie van die skeieregter of dit enige obstruksie is of nie. Weer eens
that is indeed true, you know, if you play with your back to the player, not allow the player to tackle you, yes, of course it is obstruction, but if the player is just slightly too far away and not attempting a tackle, you get away with it.
Dat is 100% correct.
There is Gulzai releasing the ball, but unfortunately she cannot control it, and it's into her foot. It will be a gymnasium free hit just inside. As you can see, there's rolling substitution in hockey, which is fantastic for the players. They can go off, catch their breath, get some instruction from the coach, come back on and give 100%.
Ja, en hy Rousseau op die bal, probeer die bal uitspeel na Shanay van Sail toe, weer binnekant toe, 45. Ja.
That's Anniken Volhuyn forcing the error there.
Van aan Horizon Dreyer, Gulzai ondersteuner daarso. 11 jaar terug in die skool gewees. Hallo daarso, Horizon. Maar ook al jy kyk, ek hoop jy geniet hierdie wedstryd. En ek hoop vir jou Paarl Gulzai kan terugkom in hierdie wedstryd en dit vir ons interessant maak.
Yes, 11 years ago on this particular area where we're sitting, it was only grass. It was very interesting when it was raining. Sometimes people had to use buckets to scoop water out from in front of the goalkeeper. Because normally at the end of the season, that's what grass looks like in front of the goal. But there is a ball that goes overhead, well controlled by the Gulzai player. Will Gymnasium be able to get it out? Yes, they will.
Chandri Thomas wat die bal al probeer uitspeel. Baie interessant dat jy op die vorige punt soveel skole op die oomblik wat astrobane kry. 10 jaar terug was daar niks gewees omtrent nie. En elke skool omtrent het nou 'n astrobaan. Paarl Gimnasium self het hierdie jaar hulle tweede ene gebou, 'n baie mooi astrobaan wat voltooi was so 'n maand en 'n half, 2 maande terug. En dit groei net van hoogtes tot hoogtes.
It is amazing to think that schools are now Paarl Boys Primary getting the Astro Asphalt very soon. I just want to make a quick correction there. Number 14 was Jana Nell from Gulzai. Yes, Dan, so Astro has really lifted the skill level of our hockey players throughout the valley, and it's beautiful to see.
Mia Lou wat die bal indryf daar op die regterkantste baseline en sy wen 'n kort hoekie vir Gulzai. Enige call op hierdie ene?
I have no idea. I will stick to my day job and I will not call this one. I have absolutely no idea. As coach of the under-16 B team, can I just give a shout out to my under-16 B team who won 3-2 this afternoon?
Baie geluk, baie
Thank you very much. But as coach, I must tell you, I would go for the straight shot as well. Not to take a leaf out of Gymnasium's book, but yes, indeed, it works.
Dit lyk of Nicole Smit daar sy reg maak. Lisa Tennyson wat die bal sal stop vir haar. Nee, hy draak 'n trekfliek. Sal ons dit sien?
I don't know whether they are going to. And I was wrong. See?
Right slip na Mia Lou toe en die bal rol uit daar vir 'n lang hoekie.
And that is precisely what I will leave you for. You were correct the previous few times. I shall leave you to do the calling for both schools. Gymnasium calmly taking the ball, just playing it out.
Hier is Dana Lambreg ook bekend as Pikkie. Johanay Rousseau. Dan die regterkant sy wys 'n bietjie spoed. Sy gebruik daai Baseline mooi en dit kan ook 'n kortetjie wees. Kans vir Lenae Geldenhuys en sy ongelukkig.
Unfortunately, just missing that ball by a whisker.
Maar ek dink
It is short corner.
dit is 'n kortetjie.
There was an infringement just before she took that shot and missed it.
En ongelukkig net nie advantage daar vir Lenae Geldenhuys. Groot kans as hy die bal misgeslaan en ons gaan terug na hierdie kortetjie toe.
Right, Dan, I'm going to put you on the spot now. You call it.
Hierdie kan dink van enige kant toe gaan. Ek dink dit gaan 'n
No.
reguit hou wees.
Yes, the
Kan
way
het
they've
dalk-
set up, it can go absolutely anywhere.
Stop. Dis weer 'n left slip na Anke van Sail toe. Sy probeer die bal fliek. Lenae Geldenhuys. Die doelwagter op die grond daarso. Probeer. Hier's 'n groot scramble en ek mooi gedoen deur Nicole Smit om die bal uit te kry daar. Sy was onder verskriklike baie druk en Carlsay bly in hierdie wedstryd.
Yes, I must admit that Katie Graham there did an excellent job in saving both balls. Nicole Smith, however, being brave by clearing that ball out for a long corner for Gymnasium.
Lenae van Sail vat die bal op. Kyk vir spelers rondom maar sien geen opsie sê. Hou die bal op haar stok weer eens 'n baseline run aan die regterkant. Venne voet. Sy vat dit vinnig.
Yes, that is Vanya de Toy putting a stick in there, but the ball goes to Gymnasium. And everybody being 5 or running 5.
Lenae Rousseau weer eens probeer dryf in die boks in. En ongelukkige voet geslaan daar deur 'n Kyle Rydreier wat in daai area verdedig. Yes.
Right, there's people screaming instructions there from behind the Paarl gym boys standing behind there, and the ball is actually won here by Almeida Toy, running one-handed, showing great skill, looking up, and unfortunately that ball's strength is just a little bit too much for Anneken Viljoen, who by the way is also a ASA almost junior record champion in the 800 meters, but even she would not have been able to make that ball, or catch that ball.
Baie interessant. Klompe goeie atlete in hierdie wedstryd op die oomblik. En hokkie is so vinnige sport deesdae dat jy kan dit nie eintlik op 'n hoë gehalte speel as jy nie 'n bietjie kan hardloop nie.
That is indeed true. You're using quite a euphemism there with Picky. But yes, you have to be an excellent athlete in order to maintain the level that these girls are playing at. For 50 minutes, there was a stick tackle, it seems to me.
'n Kortetjie wat gegee word vir 'n bietjie van 'n lelike tackle daarso buitekant die sirkel en Paarl Gymnasium met nog 'n kortetjie. Ek het 'n gevoel ons mag dalk weer net 'n reguit hou hierso sien.
You're hedging your bets here. There's a score for the straight shot, and we'll see what happens. For our viewers, just a quick explanation. Even though there's infringement outside the circle, if it is deliberate and it is an ugly tackle, a short corner will be awarded.
Lenae van der Merwe die bal geuitstoot vir Paarl Gymnasium. Sy stoot hom kort uit. Dis Anke van Sail. Probeer 'n deflection opkry en is in! John Thomas. Sy verdien daai doel. Daai is ongelooflik mooi gewerk. Ietsie heeltemal anders as wat almal verwag het. En Paarl Gymnasium maak 'n 3-0. En dit behoort die
We can
Die
have a
einde
quick
van die
replay
wedstrijd
here,
is.
and then we can see what exactly happened there. Oh yes, as you can see, it was that variation that bamboozled the Girls High defence, unfortunately for Girls High, fortunately for Gymnasium. It is 3-0 now, and there is a mountain to climb for Girls High in this remainder of the game with only 8 minutes left.
John Thomas wat die doel daar skiet. Soos ons vroeër genoem het, SA onder 17 span wat sy die span gemaak vir die SA onder 17 span by die onder 18 IPT's, van skrikkelike goeie toernooi gehad. En sy het definitief was taal gewys. Hier so sy weer eens op die bal. Ongelukkig word afgevat deur Mia Lou. SA onder 16 high performance squad gemaak. So 2 SA kwaliteitspelers daarso en ongelukkig die agterkant van die stok getref vir goals uit daarso en hulle kon 'n kans gehad het om dalk terug te kom in hierdie wedstryd en dit kon interessant raak as hulle regtig baie druk opgesit het.
That is indeed true. You know how quickly a goal can be scored. You can score a goal in a second. But yes, 3-0. I think Gymnasium will not let their intensity go, but they will definitely play with a little bit of freedom now and more relaxed. Girls High, on the other hand, will be slightly tense, a little bit stressed. Let's see how they're going to cope with this pressure.
Bal wat ongelukkig weggegee is daar deur Vanya de Tooi. En Paarl Gymnasium wat miskien maak hierdie wedstryd nou net 'n klein bietjie stadig gemaak en dit mooi uitsien.
That is true. We can see in the dugout the players standing on crutches. We just saw a shot a few minutes ago of Saskia van Zyl. They, even though she's injured, still part of the team, cheering on in her school uniform, showing that pride. And then we have on the other side in Girls Eye, Hayley Snyman in her kit, also cheering her team on.
Bianca Asbroek wat die bal weggee daarna Keiler Dreyer.
That is Alexander Deering passing the ball, but unfortunately for her, not going to a Girls Eye player, but rather to a gymnasium player. He takes the ball, looks up, keeps the ball on the stick, protecting it beautifully, and also winning the free hit for her team.
Goed gedoen daar deur Johanna Ressa aan die regterkant om net 'n bietjie druk los te maak. Shanay van Zyl weer op die bal. Speel die bal om.
Yes, they can
Asbroek.
afford now to play the ball back, open up some gaps. Even a ball like that will not quite stress them out. Girls are, of course, will be happy that something can come their way perhaps, but yes, that ball also not going to a Girls High player. There is Sunday Chapman reading the game well, running into that gap and stealing the ball, sending it where there is no player.
Ongelukkig die bal verloor daar vir Girls Eye. Shanay van Zyl wat die bal in die voet vasspeel daar. Albei Jonker.
Yes, that will be Gymnasium's free hit. Girls are pressing hard, trying to see is she going to overhit. Alma Jonker ready for it to come. It is just normal flat ball. Controlled by Gymnasium. Playing it out. It was a touch by Franca Pretorius, so it will be Gymnasium ball from the inside, from the sideline within the 25. It looks to me. It is indeed in the 25, so she cannot play directly into the circle. She's doing well, running 5, pushing the player, but still winning the free hit for her team.
Johanna Rousseau waar die bal terugspeel na Bianca Asbroek toe. Sy probeer die bal in die sirkel kry, ongelukkige voet getref daarso. En Nicole Smith wat die vryslaan kan vat van agteraf. Daar is eintlik Johanna Rousseau.
Yes, don't worry, we shall just give you the correct names, it seems to me. The numbering and the names don't quite go together with the players. Ball gets hit straight into a Girls High defender. That is yet again Mia Lowe working so hard, showing why she is the caliber of player that she is. She never gives up, fighting all the time. Very, very, very keen to win every ball that comes her way.
Rens Bianca Asbroek op die bal. Die bal in midveld en probeer speel Lisa Tennyson met baie laag liggaamsposisie daar het om die bal af te vat. Sy probeer vinnig speel. Sy vat die bal, probeer die bal in die sirkel kry. Kies 'n speler uit. Dis Keiler Dreyer wat 'n kortetjie wen vir Paarl Girls High.
That was actually very, very well worked move there by Keiler Dreyer. One might think, that it's not always a fantastic thing to do, but those are the rules. If you hit the foot in in the circle area, it is a short corner.
Weer eens 'n netjiese klein vaardigheid van Keiler Dreyer om met 'n squeeze te gee wat die bal oor die stok laat gaan en teen die voet vas om 'n short corner daar te wen.
And nothing that the defender could do about that.
Yes, 100% korrek. Die Girls High supporters daarso kan hulle span opcheer om 'n doel hierso aan te teken in Interskole 2018.
This is going to be a straight shot in, but very well saved by the goalkeeper.
Fantastiese keer daar. Groot kans vir Paarl Gymnasium om weer terug gaan val hierso. Baie nommers voor die bal en ongelukkig net weggegee daarso. Sy het die bal teruggekry. Ekskuus, ons het nie vir Bikkie gesien daarso aan die regterkant en nog 'n kortjie vir 'n lelike tackle en 'n fantastiese terugaanval van Paarl Gymnasium. Ongelukkig Nicole Smith wat nie groot keuse gehad het daarso om te probeer gaan om die bal te keer. Die anderste was 'n 3-teen-1 situasie in die sirkel en 'n kortjie weer vir Paarl Gymnasium om dit dalk 4-0 te maak. 2,5 minute oor in hierdie wedstryd.
It is amazing how quickly time flies when there is a game of this magnitude happening. Very important, of course, for both teams to do their utmost best to, because they're representing the school, their badge that they're wearing. And let's see what Gymnasium can do with this short corner. They're getting ready, setting it up.
Ons mag dalk 'n interessante variasie so sien.
They can afford to experiment
Scored.
now.
Dit is 'n left slip. Dis 'n bietjie van 'n interessante ene daarso. En sy vryslaan net buitekant die sirkel. Alsait op die Sane wat probeer 5 meter hardloop in die bal in die sirkel kry, sy doen, trek dit terug. Goeie verdediging daarso deur Vanya. Dit probeer die bal hoog opkry. Nakoiler wat die bal onderskep daarso, maar ongelukkig gaan dit uit op die kantlyn. En 'n kans in die laaste minuut en 'n half dalk vir Goldsai om die bal hoog op te kry met 'n doel aan te teken in hierdie interskole wedstryd.
It will be Vanya de Toy to take the free hit, or not the free hit, a sideline ball. Hoping that someone will open up a gap for her. I think at this point of the game, you know what, there's not going to be anything fancy. You want to get that ball into the circle, so I do not think that was the correct option. She was allowed to hit the ball straight into the circle. Why not do it? You have 1 minute left. You are 3-0 down. Go for that shot.
Anka van Sail op die bal. Probeer die bal in midfield en speel sy doen. Dis nie Nakoiler uit na Alzai toe Pesane toe. Mooi
Dit
afgevat
again.
deur Mia.
Mia Low.
Mia Lou se suster natuurlik, old girl van Paarl Gymnasium. En hy twee
she
susters
played
in
last
verskillende
year, didn't
skole.
she? First team last year.
Ek dink sy het laas jaar gespeel, dit is korrek
She
ja.
did. They
En
were
hulle-
actually in opposing teams last year.
Dit is 100% korrek. Baie interessante stukkie feit daarso.
Very good save there by the goalkeeper. That ball came at quite a speed. But she kept her calm and her composure, just kicked it out, kept it flat. And all the gymnasium now has to do is just control the game in the sense that we have the ball, slow it down,
15 sekondes
pass
van
it
hierdie
back,
wedstryd.
let it run. We're not going to run for that ball. Counting down from 6, you can hear, I'm sure, dear viewers, the countdown by will most likely be the gymnasium supporters who will cheer loudly when the final whistle goes. And that is indeed congratulations to gymnasium with a very, very well-deserved 3-0 score.
Paarl Gymnasium wat hierdie wedstryd vat en 'n welverdiende wen vir Paarl Gymnasium. Hulle het fantastiese hokkie gespeel. Baie mooi gespeel aan Paarl Goldsai ook wat 'n baie goeie fight opgesit het in die tweede helfte, maar ongelukkig net die bietjie ekstra talent van Goldsai wat van Paarl Gymnasium wat hulle uitsien deur die wedstryd en dit is Paarl Gymnasium wat wen met 3 doele teenoor 0.
Yes, Tian, I must say, even though it was the 3-0 score, it was still intense and it could, you know, actually have gone either way half-time. But after that third goal, I think we sort of knew that is what is good. Goldsai might have pulled a goal or two back, but to come back from 3-0 down, that is almost, was going to take a superhuman effort.
Dit is korrek. Die teenstanders teen mekaar, maar hulle is vriendinne van die veld af en hulle ken mekaar natuurlik baie goed in dieselfde dorp. Skalk het 'n baie trotse afrigter en baie geluk aan hom ook wat die tweede agter die volgende jaar wen.
Right, Tian, I don't know whether you know, but we have been given the, shall we call it, lovely task of within the next 10 seconds deciding on the man of the match for this game.
Daar is net een man of the match vir my en dis John Thomas. Sy was die core van hierdie span en sy het 'n ongelooflike wedstryd gewen. Die doel aangeteken van die derde doel, kort hoekie gewen en natuurlik die tweede doel aangeteken.
John Thomas. Right, I agree with you, John Thomas. That will definitely be, well, we can't really call it man of the match. Let's call it player of the game. But yes, she played well. There she is, John Thomas. Shouldn't there be a D in there? John Thomas. Our commentators, man of the match. The viewers will agree with us that she worked hard. The work rate that she put in gives her the deserving man of the match for this 2018 Interschools Hockey Under 18 game.
Sy het definitief wat talent in hierdie wedstryd gewys en nou eers graad 11, so sy sal volgende jaar weer hier wees om in die interskole van 2019 te speel. Maar John Thomas, baie geluk met jou man of the match performance en weer eens daarso Saskia van Sail, ongelukkig beseer, 'n fantastiese speler self en ek dink sy was my man of the match verlede jaar gewees en ongelukkig beseer hierdie jaar in 'n matriekjaar, maar sy het die ondersteuning van al haar span en sy was die grootste ondersteuner vir haar span en ek dink sy is net so bly soos elkeen van daai spelers wat op die veld was vandag.
So as you can see, girls are standing there, not looking defeated. I have a beautiful quote that I want to just mention quickly. Whether you win and whether you lose, you will not be defeated, because in the end, you know that you've done your best, win or lose. As a team, you come together, you celebrate if you're gymnasium, you hug if you're girls high, but I would say, hockey is a great sport that brings people together. You would have seen the girls' highs hugging the gymnasium players, the gymnasiums, congratulating girls' high. What sportsmanship.
Hulle is absolute vriende op die veld en van die veld af. En baie respek teenoor albei spanne. Jy sal Paarl Gymnasium sien wat nou hulle liedjies sal sing vir die Paarl Gymnasium toeskouers en spelers en studente wat langs die veld gaan staan. Ek dink hulle mag dalk 'n kreet hier maak, een van Paarl Gymnasium se cheerleaders, Lara Jordan, wat in die tweede span gespeel het en haar wedstryd ook gewen het, net voor hierdie eerste spanwedstryd.
That is true.
Sien jy vir John Thomas?
Really just telling her school, this is what we're doing. Oh, they're actually singing their school song.
Kom ons luister 'n bietjie hoe sing hulle die
Let's see if
skoolliedjie.
we can hear something. Do they have a war cry? Doesn't look like it. It is now going to be Paarl's last turn to sing their school song, as also a beautiful tradition. Paarl boys, Paarl Gymnasium, tomorrow at the rugby you'll see, win or lose, they come together, they sing the school song with pride, and this is what we want to see in Paarl. So let's see there, we're still on screen, some of the Gymnasium people celebrating, being so happy, and there are the faces of the girls' highs standing ready to sing their school song. Let's see if we can hear. As we can see, some tears are still flowing, but many of the players great, 19 and 11, they still have a chance next year. That is the head girl, Joanne Conradi, counting down. That is just the type of a war cry that they always do after the school song. Some very sad hearts from girls' house sides, but as you can see, well, we just had there on the screen in the far distance the gymnasium team all standing in a little circle with the principal, Mr. Bateman, celebrating, just having a quiet moment. Just
groot tradisies wat gewys word hier in die Paarl en mooi om te sien. Hartseer vir die Goldseye span, maar hulle het 'n fantastiese fight opgesit en ek is seker daarvan hierdie skool se hokkie gaan net van streng tot streng, van dit gaan definitief beter raak in die toekoms. En ek weet ook hulle laerskool is ook op die Astro weekliks, as ek reg is, so as daai juniors begin deurkom, gaan dit net sterker en sterker raak. Maar Paarl Gymnasium baie goeie wedstryd vanaand gespeel en regtig baie staal gewys, maar 'n fantastiese wedstryd, 'n goeie advertensie vir skole hokkie en ek dink regtig waar ons kan net uitsien vir beter hokkie.
I could not have put that any better. There's the final full-time score. We're looking forward to the rest of the hockey. Paarl Boys High against Gymnasium, the rugby of course tomorrow. Big excitement in Paarl. Please tune in to Paarl School Sports Live for those matches that will be broadcast. As you can see there, dear viewers, lovely that both teams standing in their circles, giving honour where honour is due, and the two respective principals at their teams.
Môreoggend 10:30 is dit Paarl Boys High teen Paarl Gymnasium op dieselfde Astro en dan môremiddag 4 uur is die hoofwedstryd vir 'n straat.
For the rugby team.
Yes, correct. 4 uur. Môremiddag is die rugby en dit sal ook uitgesaai word op Sports Live.
Right, good night, and we hope you enjoyed it. We will see you at, or, well, you will not see us, but at the Boys and Gym game tomorrow at 10:30.
Baie dankie weer eens vir my, Jan Stein, en ek hoop almal het 'n lieflike aand en julle het die hokkie geniet. Totsiens.
Right, goodbye.